Hello there once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. This might be a bit of a call to the past because this one's a bit more of a simple little adventure in comparison to all the big, fancy levels that we've been checking out lately. So needless to say, just a little filler episode, I guess you could say, but it's also just a little exploration into another little test level that I happened to run across. It's yet another map actually made for Quake Map. Yeah, Quake Map had a bunch of different test levels throughout the course of its development. We had seen a lot up to November, but now that we've hit November, we have yet another little test level to check out. As a lot of these levels seem to be doing, this one seems to be called No Name once again. So yeah, it's not the most helpful when it comes to trying to figure out what name is what name for these levels. But it works. We have at least some idea what's going on here, because this one's also known as EXPW test. Basically, it's an exploding wall test as far as I got it. So yeah, it's kind of like the exploding wall by the Quake Lab, except it's not that level as far as I know. So, needless to say, it's something similar, but different, and I have no idea how different it is or what exactly it's about. Actually, before I do this, maybe I should actually check the documentation, make sure there's nothing about this. I don't think there was. I don't recall seeing anything, but I shall definitely be sure to look quickly before we really get underway and really explore this thing. EXPW. Yeah, that should give me an idea of what's in here. Let's quickly check these different text files, see if they blot about anything here. Like I said, it would be really surprising, but okay, yeah, it's an EXP wall, and it tells you what exactly the files are about. So yeah, it's able to be reused about it. So yeah, use the files to see how to add explodable walls to your own level. Needless to say, yeah, it's not exactly the most fancy or the most detailed of descriptions about it. But yeah, that's really all this level is about, is just a showcase an exploding wall, which, like I said, is a feature we've kind of seen before. So it's rather weird to see two people making this thing at this point. But then again, it's kind of reinventing the wheel, or wall in this case. How do you... Oh, okay, now I forget how to spell it. Yes, this one's one of those things that's like, I forget the name of the file because it's... Oh, EXPW test. There we are. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking it was EXP wall, but of course that'd be too simple, wouldn't it? EXPW test. There we are. Now we have our level, which, as you see, is fully featured. It is absolutely amazing. It has the most fancy of lighting effects you've probably ever seen in a Quake level. Has the greatest name you could ever want in a Quake level. And has plenty of enemies and secrets to encounter, so we'll be taking a long time here. I love how even moving across this little area, I feel so janky. Like, it feels so weirdly choppy. When I'm jumping, you can see it's like, the audio's fine. But for some reason, it seems choppy to me. I don't like it. For some reason, I've been seeing a lot of weird choppiness lately. I swear it's because I'm running a lot of other programs and then trying to just, like, jump into this in a moment. But yeah, this is, if you want to see a laggy GIF, sure, here you are, because it's not like there's a lot to this level anyway. I don't feel like redoing the introduction, and really, in this case, it's something we can kind of show off no matter how laggy it is. Yeah, the latency, that will totally kill our ability to explode walls. So as you see, this is our exploding wall. The interesting thing this time around is we don't get a rocket launcher. The last time we had the exploding wall basically was because it had radioactive containers on the opposite side of it. And in order to explode the wall, you basically shot an explosive at it. It would cause a splash effect and made it look like it was exploding, when really you were just slowly shooting it. If you tried shooting it with a shotgun, you'd see like each part of the process, and the illusion pretty much was destroyed. But this time around, you're using a shotgun, which is weird. Wait, did it just move? It just like shook. That was weird. Yeah, it's like it shifts every time you shoot it. It's probably something like, a radioactive container, isn't it? By a wall. What the? They ain't exploding. That didn't explode. It just kind of sunk like Chthon would. What? Why is this a thing? Yeah, you can shoot it and it dances and then disappears. That's exploding somehow. Yeah, I think the other exploding wall was better, people. I really think the other exploding wall was better. I was thinking this would explode in some way. You know, if you're going to do all this and have a custom script, this actually requires like a custom file, unlike the other one, which was just a map hack. So you would think this would do something that, I don't know, would explode. But no, it doesn't explode. Who would explode? Yeah, this doesn't explode at all. It just kind of phases into redness. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't get this one, people. Why call this exploding wall, make this such a big thing about exploding walls, and then really make this really lackluster thing? Yeah, like I said, you would think with the Quake C code that you would be able to do more than you would have been able to do in the last exploding wall one. But as said, I heavily prefer that mentality and that design to this one, which just really feels lackluster. It doesn't really even have an explosion in my eyes. It's just kind of a weird red chiton effect. So needless to say, really lackluster, really meh. But at least we checked it out, we saw it, and so it's another level done in our giant list of random level exploration extravaganza. So, with that in mind, thank you all for watching. It has been an adventure. I don't know what I'm doing in my life, and I shall see you all next time.